generally always the best.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what I think a lot of the 24s should think about.
Yes.
Stop trying to emulate somebody else.
Well,
be
they just
yourself.
take other people's choreography, and it looks actually rather amusing when you see it on a lesser couple, let's say, that hasn't quite got the same skills.
Yeah, but how do you bring that out in people? I mean, surely you teach many of the top ones, if not all of them, at some
Well,
stage.
I think it's a time issue. You know, it's choreography has to be appropriate for the level at which you're at, and of course you've got to be able to walk before you can run. Quality of movement, like John said. Technical fundamentals, keeping it fairly simple. And then one day when you get in the final, as I say to them, you make the final, you can really do what you want.
Yes.
Because you've arrived and people understand you know the technical skills.
You see that from the way the top ones, they'll just, if they're in a sticky position, take their partner's hand and just
absolutely.
walk. But they walk so well.
Maurizio and Andra did that today.
Yeah.
They got in difficulty in the cha-cha and they cha-cha'd all the way to the other, didn't bump into anybody. It was done with sheer class. There's another couple who's having a good evening today.
Yes, yeah,
Wouldn't
right
be
from
surprised
right
if there's a
from
little
first
bit
No,
of
I
an
think
upset there.
Maurizio is having a great night
Yeah,
tonight.
he's on fire.
Great night tonight.
But
Really
I mean,
good.
we've taught 6 or 7 couples. They're having great nights. You know, it's so disappointing. I mean, you were always in the final. I was one of those that was in and out. You know, 4, 5, 6. You know, sort of. So I know the heartache of standing on the side there. Do you remember, John? Standing there and getting in 2 dances. Whoa, I've made it. And then come the rumba and you're not in.
We were talking about
sock
it
in their
today.
teeth. It is so hard. I'm not joking. It really is. Now comes the moment. Who's your winner? You've obviously said you thought.
Well, although I feel that Melia and Sergio challenging in Paso Doble, and also Ricardo's put in a good evening this evening with Julia, I still, for my taste, think that Michael and Joanna look like adults to me. They look mature, they're sophisticated, they seem to be on top of the game. They don't look like children running around the floor, and I like it today. I mean, I haven't always been a fan of theirs in the past, but I think they're doing enough to retain their title, so I'll be surprised if they drop in 3 dances.
And John?
How do you feel?
I totally agree with what Shirley's just said. Absolutely. I think overall, I think they edge it. And I don't think that they're miles in front in the dances.
Yeah.
But I think they just edge it with their attitude. And possibly that's when you've been the champion X amount of years. You get that mentality and you present that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised again, like Shirley, that there's a change in the
could be
paso,
a
a change in the jive.
Jive or
Yeah.
even the
And,
samba, perhaps.
yes.
Ricardo might nip that today.
Yep.
With,
Yep.
you know, you
Yes.
don't know.
Lots of
so-
energy.
Yeah,
lots of energy.
because it's so close. But I
They're all
tend
good.
to think
Yeah.
Michael and Joanna might
And
just
the
edge
tip for the final? The dark horse?
I'd probably have to say Anton and Katia
Anton
for
and
my
You're doing the
taste.
same.
Yeah.
So if you were both judging, we'd have a final with, well, as you said, all of those couples at
We'd
the
have
top.
it sorted.
You've got it
Sorted,
sorted.
we've
Yeah,
got
so why do we need the other judges, really, and truthfully? I mean, we've got the 2 experts here. We don't
Of course,
need
it's a
anybody
lot
else.
easier sitting in the sideline than
Yeah, it
standing
is.
up
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
pen and
It is.
paper.
Well, folks, thank you ever so much for
Thank
coming into
you.
the studio. I will obviously see you a little bit later afterwards when the results are seen.
Okay.
And we'll see just how close you've been.
All right.
We'll see.
Yeah. John, thanks ever so much.
Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank
And
you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you.
See you soon. Back over now to the ballroom itself, and Marcus will be coming on stage shortly. See you then. Bye.
We certainly have a full house tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I think by the end of this competition you realise this is going to be one humdinger of an event. That's Chinese for a great event. Humdinger. For the Cha-Cha-Cha, the following 7 couples have been recalled.
Already we start like it. Already we start with
Starting already. (108),
It's Michael and Joanna,
135,
Sergey and Melia,
157,
Maurizio and Andra,
184,
Justina and Anna Melikova,
211,
Andre and Melinda,
228,
Anton and
and
Katia.
248.
completing that Ricardo and Julia, of course.
So Anton and Katia in, like
Yes,
the 2
yes.
experts said, and also Justina and Anna.
Yeah, our experts were right.
Well, that's what we get them in for.
Absolutely,
The
absolutely.
experts.
Remember, competitors, this is single dances, so please leave the floor at the end of each dance. Cha-cha-cha.
Ever the professional again, Marcus there.
Absolutely, Sergei there in the shot.
Oh, hey. Oh, look at this. Here we go then. Cha-cha-cha.
And the music.
This is the boy, Martin.
Oh, and there's
Oh.
one of the boys,
Look at that hip action.
Sergei and Melia. They are dancing superb.
Oh,
And we know that obviously we talk about shape in Paso Doble, but their other dances are brilliant as well.
And of course, we've got some dress changes here from the girls,
Yes.
as usual. You, I mean, looking
Yeah.
just absolutely fantastic, Joanna, isn't she?
They epitomise professionalism, they really do.
Absolutely. Well,
Everything right down to the last fingertip is thought about.
Shirley was reiterating our words about their professionalism, wasn't she? I mean, they are just absolute first class.
Great shot across the floor there of all 7 couples.
Maurizio absolutely on fire tonight. Look at this.
He was earlier, again, a change of costume for those two, but he was earlier.
Yes.
You know, when I was sitting down and watching from the front row. Excellent.
Let's take a moment just to watch and.
There's Anthony Katya. But all year he's been dancing well. He's been like in there shouting all through the year.
They've had an excellent year, haven't they? I mean, they've.
Yes. Whoops.
Oh dear.
Just fighting the dress at the moment.
She's off. She's off again.
Ricardo and Julia there. Again, another dress change.
Looking stunning.
Teeth fell then, did you see?
Yeah, I did see them, but looking.
The dancing.
I know. Looking
So good.
stunning in the white. Look at this.
Yeah. And the other thing about this, you know, you've got not just beautiful dancers, you've just got beautiful people.
I mean,
All of these guys, absolutely terrific.
just notice Joran Norden in the audience there, actually cheering everybody on.
Yeah.
Because he was in here, wasn't he?
Yes, absolutely. Earlier in the
Talking
week.
dance technique the other evening. What do you think to that one then, Martin, the first dance?
Well, I wouldn't put it past having 7 or even 8 in some of the
Yeah,
dances. You know.
you're lost for words, aren't you? I can feel it.
I'm there with them. I'm there with them.
I know you are.
I'm waiting, Maurizio.
Oh, lovely.
Some slow dances these days, aren't there? In the samba, the following 6 couples have been recalled.
Oh, so who's out?
108, 135, 157, 211,
Oh, Miss Justinas and Anna.
228, and 248.
Yeah, just Justinas and Anna.
We can't argue with that. Here we go. Look
No,
at this.
I'm sure that.
I don't think we can be critical of this one, can we?
It's a bit like they were saying, wasn't it, John and Shirley were saying earlier. I'm sorry, folks, I was interrupted then, a tap on the shoulder. But John and Shirley were saying that they just need to be tweaking, don't they? These.
Yeah.
You can't argue
Here we
with
go.
anybody that starts
I
Second
mean,
dance.
Everybody's
samba.
being a little bit picky when it comes to that, but look at this.
keeping
dress.
moving all the time. It just keeps the mind focused. Think and then do. So we started with Anton and Katya.
Of course, we had Ashley in the studio earlier tonight. I mean, and for a dancer to be able to dance to this first-class music, Martin, I mean, it's got to just bring the best out in your dancing, hasn't it?
It's the best feeling. You don't want the music to stop, Richard. You
Not
want
at
to
all.
keep going all the time.
I mean, it's every dancer's dream to dance on here and to this music, isn't it?
There's times, you know, you can't hear the music. But you can just hear the roar of the crowd. Andre and Melinda.
Now, Andre's so cool, isn't he?
Yeah,
Just,
always.
you know, every time you see
They
him.
have probably the strongest man-woman relationship in this park.
But he has what I call a quiet style about his dancing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Somehow, you know, there's.
Always in control.
Yep.
And that, of course, is Maurizio and Andra. Smile and Maurizio. Look at it there. Enjoying every moment of it.
Ricardo and Yulia coming forward here. Some nice Cruzada walks and locks.
Isn't that dress stunning?
Beautiful. How many stones are on that one then, Martin?
55, 60. Packets.
Your eyes are better than I thought. I've got to say, aren't the camera women and gentlemen doing a superb job this evening? Aren't we
They-
seeing it in its all
Well,
glory?
Remembering that these camera people, they're new to the task, Richard, and it is, they have learned so quickly.
It's
It is
beautiful.
they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, my hat goes off to them because it's so hot as well up there.
Extremely.
It's like the calm after the storm, isn't it?
Now, are we going to keep
In
6
the
or we go
rumba,
7 or 8?
6 couples have been
6.
recalled.
So we've got 6.
108, 135, 157,
So far the same.
211, 248, and 295.
So Anton and Ekaterina or Katia are now out, and
Yeah.
in comes Emmanuel and Elisa from Italy.
So tense this, Martin. We just don't
Yeah.
know where it's going to go, do we? Oh, look at
So
that.
pleased to be in that final.
Fantastic.
The tears, the emotion that's going through that girl now. And everybody really appreciating it.
Look at
because-
this. Great support from the fellow competitors and
Look at
the
that.
emotion.
Come on, gal. Calm yourself down. Let's see the rumba that you gave in the semi-final that's going to keep you there.
Lovely shot there of Joanna. Look at this.
Still moving, focusing, thinking.
Rumba.
Completely,
sure.
completely focused.
Absolutely.
But that's what makes a champion, don't you think? In all of these dances, that they're so focused in what they're doing there.
It's that millimetre difference.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the thing
that's
that
right.
makes the difference between the ultimate prize and the also Belinda there.
I think this is a good dance for Andre, isn't it? This
Yeah,
the
well,
rumba.
it's the man-woman. You
Yeah.
know, he's a very strong guy, very strong.
And I think you can afford to be contained in this one. And his quiet style, for me, I think
Yes,
works with this
absolutely.
dance.
Ricardo and Julia.
Very
You
expressive.
can feel the emotion between the two of them.
They draw you into
Yeah,
every
when-
single moment, don't they?
Just placing the hand around each other.
Absolutely gorgeous dress, Martin, isn't it? And gorgeous dancing to go with it.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. Michael and Joanna. They have such incredible speed in this dance. They go from slow motion.
We've got Sergei
Yeah.
and Melia on our left, the left of your
moments are
screens.
stolen by Sergei.
And I said earlier that Melia, she creates such an intense performance, doesn't she, in every dance that she does. And, I mean, Sergei is just wonderful.
Well, their rumba tends to be far more classical than the others.
Yes. And this is different again with Michael
These
and Joanna.
two, yeah, so focused, so focused. Everything they do is directed.
And look at
Manuel
these
and
two.
Elisa there.
Yeah. They'll be enjoying this one.
Well, they'll be enjoying this for weeks.
They will.
It's a moment. You have to be there, Richard,
Yeah.
to know that moment.
Yes.
It is exceptional.
Really selling
Nice.
this one.
Peck on the cheek there.
We saw it.
What a
We
lovely
saw it.
smile. Yes, we saw that. Are they allowed to do that on the floor,
I
Richard?
think they must be. I mean, they've done it, and you know, it's in the performance, and you know,
Why not?
Why
Passion,
not?
isn't it? Passion. So, is Maurizio going to be the last one off the floor again? He's trying. Ah, yeah, Andre's been
Pasadena, 6 couples have been recalled.
6 again. Now, which one of these 6?
108, 135, 157, 211, 228,
Oh, Anton Katia back.
and 248.
Otherwise it's the same. So Emmanuel and Lelis are out for this one, and Anton Katia are back.
That's right.
So they made 3 so far out of the 4. This is the dance that our experts think is going to be Sergei Melius. We'll watch.
Wonderful shot there.
The back of Joanne.
Yes.
Pasadobler.
Interesting to see the 2 preparations there from the 2 or 3 girls there, how different they were.
Yeah.
Now this is where the crowd begin to go wild normally every year, and as they get into the last of the 2 dances.
Maurizio and Andrea dancing a terrific Paso Doble.
This couple are so passionate, aren't they, with everything
Yeah,
they do.
that's, and the change from soft, strong, soft, strong.
Of course, he's not the biggest of the gentlemen on the floor, but he really creates a great dominance on the floor,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Of course, he's probably the smallest on the floor.
That's right, yeah.
Andrew certainly is.
But certainly not smallest in performance.
No, they fill the space, don't they? They fill every inch of their space. And here we go now with
This is-
Sergei Melia.
This is
This
Sergei's
is where you
dance.
must see all the shapes.
Absolutely terrific.
Superb arm action, superb body stretch.
The master of this dance.
Talk about that posture position.
Yes.
And you can see from all of these couples just how strong that is there. Kyle and Julia showing another type of version of Paso Doble there. Michael and Joanne are the same. Using every inch of the floor, just like top gymnasts, straight into the corner, straight across the floor.
Sorry I was quiet there, Martin. I was taking in, I was drawn into that performance there, and I forgot to say a few words. It was just terrific.
You fell asleep there, didn't you?
No, you couldn't fall asleep watching that, could you?
That's true. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Where else can you see this level of dancing,
In the
Martin?
jive, 7 couples of
Oh,
new
we're back to
record.
7, so which ones are in this time?
108,
Michael and Joanna still.
1, 2, 3,
Well, Marcus and Ksenia are in.
First time?
1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 7.
Maurizio's got fan club there. Oh, yes, on the
2,
floor.
1, 1,
Michael and Joanna, yeah.
2,
Marcus
2,
there.
8, and 2, 4, 8.
So there we are, a new addition.
So, yes. So Anton made 4. Anton Katsu 4. And then the other new ones in there was Marcus and Ksenia have made the 1. And Emmanuel and Elisa have made the 1. And who's the other person that made 1? Justinas and Anna.
Some congratulations there from the
Yeah,
competitors.
well,
So lovely, isn't it? That
it is.
they're very supportive.
They're totally competitive, but
Yeah.
also very, very good friends, the whole lot.
Now, I really hope that the audience and everybody around the Empress buildings are going to get behind these couples.
Yeah, and if you're sitting down in the Planet Room, why not shout
on.
your own couple down there?
Competitors, are you
Let's
ready?
hear if they can actually hear us.
They can. Well, I hope they can, Martin.
Audience, are you ready?
Otherwise, we're
Are
talking
you ready down in the
to
Planet
ourselves.
Room?
Everybody up on your feet.
See, Marcus looks at the Planet Room then, you heard.
So come on, everybody. Let's get behind them. Let's cheer to the top of your voices. Get your hands together. Let's go.
And historically, this is Ricardo and Julia's dance, their best one usually.
Great song, this. Glenn
Yeah.
Miller, In the Mood, Martin.
And we're in the mood now watching this, that's certain.
Wow, look at this.
It's difficult difficult to pick out any couples, you know, apart from saying their names.
Nelly are really going for it. Terrific. Got away with that one lightly.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the energy of those two. Andra hasn't stopped all night, you know.
No.
She's been like a bubble of fire. And those two the same.
Still looking just as together when they started earlier today.
Yeah,
look.
absolutely. And the audience loving every moment of this. Just think of the smiles on their face. Not one of them is being serious.
No.
Apart from Graham Osprey.
That's right.
See?
Trying to decide. Nice piece of choreography there from Ricardo and Julia.
Yeah. Slightly off the floor, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
No,
Are you?
don't mention it. Don't mention it.
No, no. Come on,
Oh,
Anton.
come on, come on.
6, 7, 8.
Interesting step there. Maurizio still going for it. Here we go. Look at this. Just
He
on
will
the
be
edge
going
of the
when
screen.
The music finishes. You watch. It's about this stage now. These dancers cannot even hear the music.
Look at these legs go. Oh, that's got to be. Yes, it is. Yeah. Look at the crowd, Martin.
And the music hasn't finished yet. This is unbelievable. I've
hope-
not seen this before. Before the music's finished.
I hope everybody
Donny
is up.
Burns there
Yeah.
clapping his heart out. Look.
I hope everybody's up in the Planet Room as well.
And me. Come on, stand up, you in the Planet Room. Get up.
Woo!
Let's hear you cheer. Woo!
Fantastic.
What a final. I know I say this every year, but I think that's probably the best I've ever seen. And they should now bring the other couples onto the floor that only made one
All of the
dance.
finalists, please come to the floor.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Well
All
done,
of the
Marcus.
finalists, please come to the floor. Come back to the floor.
Even the judges standing and clapping. Len Armstrong there, former president of the British Dance Council.
I think I've never seen the crowd stand up before the end
Before
of the
the end
dance.
of it, no.
So that's a first.
Yeah.
Look at the crowd.
To a man, everybody's standing and clapping and cheering.
What a final.
I agree.
Now will we have the obligatory run from one end to the other?
I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen, Martin. So get ready.
Yeah. It's got to happen. They've got to do this cheer. Now they'll be saying well done to each other at the moment. It's the feeling that they have put on an unbelievable show of Latin
Well, they
American
have.
dance.
They have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. It's a bit like any West End theatre performance. Now they're going to the orchestra. There isn't one of those people that do not think that Ashley is the best.
This is lovely. Look,
They've been
we're
playing
seeing.
all day, a long no slot. The Empress Orchestra and the musical director, Ashley Collin.
Fantastic. What a lovely appreciation
Yeah,
of the boys
yeah,
of the orchestra.
absolutely.
Look.
The world's best dancers for the world's best orchestra.
Wasn't it nice to see round the ballroom there as well? Just
Absolutely.
watching everybody with
Yeah.
smiles on their
Yeah, yeah,
faces.
Leave the floor now, please, because we need to get the results sorted out. So we'll be back with you.
That's
as
right.
soon as
You tell him,
possible,
Marcus.
ladies and gentlemen. And to present the prizes this evening, please welcome Mr. Mike Williams, Managing Director of Crown Leisure, and on behalf of the sponsor of this championship, Mrs. Catherine Cheng of A&K Cultural Foundation, please welcome Mrs. Sandra Wilson, your festival organiser. In the cha-cha-cha, first, from England, 108, Michael Latowski and Joanna Lunis. 248, Ricardo Cocci and Yulia Zagarachenko. Third, from Russia, 135, Sergei Surkov and Melia. Fourth, from Canada, 157, Mauricio Vescovo and Andra Vailata. Fifth, from Slovenia, 211, Andrej Skupka Avalinda. Sixth, from Lithuania, 184, Justinas Duknauskas and Anna Malikova Duknauskas. And seventh, from Russia, Anton Karpov and Ekaterina Lapeeva. In the samba, first, from England, 108, Michael Malatowski and Joanna Lunis. Second, from the USA, 248, Ricardo Cocci and Yulia Zagorachenko. Third, from Russia, 135, Sergei Surkov and Melia. And fourth, from Canada, 157, Mauricio Vescovo and Andra Vailata. Fifth, from Slovenia, 211, Andrej Skupka Amalinda. And sixth, from Russia, 228, Anton Karpov and Ekaterina Lapaeva. In the rumba, first, from England, 108, Michael Malatowski and Joanna Lunis. Second, from the USA, 248, Ricardo Cocci and Yulia Zakorochenko. Third, from Russia, 135, Sergei Surkov and Melia. Fourth, from Canada, 157, Mauricio Vescovo and Andra Vailata. And fifth, from Slovenia, 211, Andrej Skupka and Melinda. Sixth, from Italy, 295, Emanuele Soli and Elisa Asato. Paso Doble, first, from